The Reinvention of African Fashion: How Designers Are Celebrating Heritage and Driving Global Trends. The world of fashion has long been dominated by the creative epicenters of Europe and North America, with African designers often relegated to the margins. However, in recent years, a seismic shift has taken place, as a new generation of African fashion visionaries have stepped onto the global stage, reinventing the continent's sartorial legacy and captivating audiences worldwide. At the forefront of this renaissance is a deep-rooted commitment to celebrating Africa's rich cultural heritage and diverse artistic traditions. From the vibrant textiles of West Africa to the intricate beadwork of the Maasai, African designers are drawing inspiration from the continent's storied past, reinterpreting these timeless motifs and techniques through a modern, innovative lens. One such trailblazer is Thebe Magugu, a young South African designer whose avant-garde collections have garnered international acclaim. Magugu's work seamlessly blends elements of his Tswana heritage, such as the distinctive geometric patterns of traditional Setswana fabrics, with cutting-edge silhouettes and materials. This fusion of the old and the new has positioned him as a leading voice in the global fashion discourse, challenging Western-centric notions of style and beauty. Similarly, Cameroonian designer Imane Ayisi has made waves with his elegant, ethically produced collections that draw inspiration from the art and textiles of his Central African homeland. Ayisi's use of traditional weaving techniques, natural dyes, and sustainable materials not only honors his cultural roots, but also speaks to the growing demand for fashion that is both aesthetically striking and environmentally conscious. Beyond the runway, African fashion is also redefining the way we think about luxury and exclusivity. Brands like Nigeria's Alara and Kenya's Kenyan Label have established high-end retail destinations that showcase the continent's finest design talents, empowering local creatives and providing a platform for their work to reach a global audience. These efforts to elevate African fashion extend beyond the commercial realm, with designers also using their platforms to address pressing social and political issues. Senegalese-American designer Tongoro, for instance, has championed female entrepreneurship and the empowerment of marginalized communities through her vibrant, ethically produced garments. The reverberations of this African fashion renaissance are being felt far beyond the continent's borders, as global consumers and tastemakers increasingly embrace the aesthetic and cultural richness emanating from Africa. Major fashion houses have taken note, with brands like Dior, Gucci, and Valentino incorporating African-inspired elements into their collections, and prominent publications like Vogue and Elle dedicating extensive coverage to the continent's rising design stars. This cultural exchange, however, is not without its complexities. As African fashion gains mainstream prominence, there are valid concerns about appropriation, equitable representation, and the need to ensure that the economic benefits flow directly back to local communities. Addressing these issues will be crucial in ensuring that the reinvention of African fashion remains a truly authentic, empowering, and sustainable movement. Fortunately, many African designers are at the forefront of these conversations, using their platforms to champion transparency, fair labor practices, and the preservation of traditional craftsmanship. Brands like Kenyan label Afro Minima and South African label Imprint are leading the charge, demonstrating that it is possible to create high-quality, globally relevant fashion while upholding the principles of ethical production and cultural stewardship. As the world continues to grapple with the social, economic, and environmental challenges of the 21st century, the reinvention of African fashion offers a compelling blueprint for a more sustainable, equitable, and culturally enriched future. By celebrating the continent's diverse artistic heritage and empowering local creatives, these visionary designers are not only reshaping the global fashion landscape, but also reclaiming Africa's rightful place as a wellspring of sartorial innovation and cultural expression. In the years to come, as the world looks to Africa for inspiration and guidance, the continent's fashion industry will undoubtedly continue to captivate and transform, inspiring new generations of designers, consumers, and changemakers to embrace the power of creative expression as a force for social progress and global unity. Ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe to your channel, like, and feel free to share to your people. Thank you so much for attention, wishing you much peace and forever.